All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in Cottage Grove, where the Scarlets are going to face off against the East Ridge Raptors. Puck drop is slated for 7:15. Looks like the ice is set. The boys have done their warm-up, so we're just waiting for the teams to come out. Zamboni doors are still open, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll give you a little tour of the facilities here. Pretty nice ice arena here. I think they've got either 4 or 5 sheets of ice here. So here come the Eastridge youngsters bringing out the warm-ups, bringing out their home team. We'll get them skated around. I'll give you the sound from the inside the arena here. So we'll turn that sound on and we'll see what you guys get here. Here come the Scarlets. Looks like the Raptors. I'm not sure if they're just going to send them out one at a time. Looks as if that's what they're going to do for their warm-up.
Big boy now?
Blake Brecky in net. Buckball, defenseman. Brady Schmidt back on the ice. Good to see him back. Jacoby Tosh at center. Ricky Enter, starting as one winger. Brody Cox, another winger. And now we'll get the Raptors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go. I'm going to just check the feed real quick and make sure we are good to go there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here. Just checking the feed to see what we've got. And quick, right out of the gates, shot that goes high over the net. Let's see if we can get a little zoom in and get a little closer here. See where we're at. And now Tosh with it. Tosh is going to bring it into the Raptor zone. Tosh through the slot, nobody home. Enter out to the near point for Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get it through traffic. Enter trying to find a little backhander. It comes loose. Schmidt puts one on, almost finds the back of the net, and just trickles wide to the right. And now down in the corner, looks like Tosh and Cox battling for it. Enter comes up with it. Enter slides it over, trying to find Schmidt. Schmidt keeps it in the zone. Tosh trying to get it behind the net, couldn't find it. And now Cox battling on the near boards. It down low behind the net. Hits exchange in the corner behind the play. And Raptors bring it into the zone. Reddy forces him wide. And now Schmidt in the corner tries to tie his man up. Ball goes to the corner. And now Reddy off the glass, trying to find Enter out of his reach. And that'll be an icing call. We'll take it back into the Scarlet zone. All right, he's going to boot the Scarlets out of the box. Took Dorzik out, Keach in, and it wins back to all the way back to the goalie. And now Madsen on the forecheck. He's got Dorzik with him. And the Raptors are able to get it to neutral ice. Through traffic, gets one through the top of the circle, takes a shot, and Brecky puts it to the boards. Raptors through traffic, another shot. Sent wide by Brecky through the crease. And a couple of good looks by Raptors there. Just out of the reach of Madsen, and the Raptors are able to clear it back into the zone deep. And now, like Reddy lost it, and Raptors are able to clear it, keep it in the zone. And now 22 going 360 degrees around the net. And a shot, pad save, Brecky. Out to the point, far point. Looking for an angle. Madsen there to block him. And a redirect by 22 almost found the net. And now Dorzik gets tied up behind the net. And now Brelgy battling for it. Puck along the boards. Dorzik finally gets it out, and Keach is able to clear down for an ice. That'll allow for a line change. We'll go back into the Scarlet zone for a puck drop. And they're going to bump the Raptors out of that. Nope, they're going to leave him in. Nope, they're going to switch him. And Schmidt with it. Brady's got space to skate. He's going to take it. Going to come into the zone with speed. Oh, lost the puck on the turn back to neutral ice, where Bockel picks it up. Bockel stretches it over to Cox behind him. Couldn't find it. Finally gets it into the zone. And now Tosh on the forecheck. And now Cox in there trying to get to the puck. Oh, good move by number 21 to hold the puck. Tosh is there to steal it from him, though. Tosh with it now. Tosh down low looking for somebody. He's tied up. And now coming into it, Brody trying to get the puck loose. And now enter back into the corner. Still a scrum in the corner. Comes out. Cox trying to give Cox almost. It looks like he might have gotten away with a little trip there. Now Tosh gives a hit on the way by. And Eastridge on the breakout gets it into the Scarlet zone. Got around Schmidt. Shot. Goes out to the slot. Nobody home. Goes through three Scarlet's legs. And Enter gets it deep on net. And like Bockel going after it. Almost got it away from the goalie. They're going to call them offside. They're going to only claim that the Scarlets have one shot. And Eastridge only has 4. I count it differently, but okay. Get you a better angle here. Like Barrett got it into the zone. Now Keach going after it. And now Rewitzer over to Allman. Allman into the zone. Allman. To Dorzik. Dorzik downloaded Keach. Keach was trying to feed Allman in the slot and just misfired on the pass. Great idea, though. And now Dorzik trying to dish it to Keach. And Raptors are there to pick it up. Goes all the way down. Now Barrett with it. Barrett looking for a breakout pass. Finds Keach just off the mark. Raptors throw it back into the zone. And now Rewitzer with it. To Keach. Keach over to Dorzik. Dorzik into the zone. And now Allman in the near corner battling for it. Eastridge gets it out into neutral ice, coming the other way. And Brecky's going to have to cover. Gets the stick out of the way just in time. It goes out to Eastridge from the blue line. Shot through traffic. Brecky there. Shot goes wide. And well, we played that, so we'll keep playing. And now Brelgi on a pinch trying to get that puck. Stayed in the zone. Finally gets it back in the zone. He's still tied up with his man at center ice. And now Grassman trying to get to it. Eastridge playing it wide. Matson now on him. Number 7 for Eastridge coming in. Matson or Grassman got a piece of it. Allows Bockel to get to it. Man goes down, no call. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt tried to get into the zone. It hits 5 right in the glove. And now Eastridge back on the press. That puck blocker save. Brecky goes up into the air. Eastridge now with it. Oh, that's a questionable call. Questionable call, but he's going to call him offside. Good little snipe by Tosh right out of the air to grab that one, but brought it in offside, so we'll get a neutralized face-off right in front of us here. And Tosh on the face-off. He's got Enter and Cox with him. And Enter gets it into the zone, but Eastridge deep there to pick it up. And gets it in. Bockel delivers a hit. And now Schmidt down low. Schmidt gets it out to Tosh. Tosh, the Cox leaves it for Tosh. Tosh in traffic, can't get around the number 14's defenseman. Tosh back with it. Traffic. Oh, he tried to find Enter on the backside. Couldn't get it through traffic, but Ricky would have had a really good look from the backside. And Eastridge says no. Now it's a one-on-one coming the other way. Oh, Brelgi got into the play. Eastridge had a look, and then Brecky bodies one and covers with 9:32 left in the first period. I don't know what he's announcing there. I can't quite hear him. Once again, Allman with it into traffic. It's into the zone, right to the crease. And goalie's there to block. And now Eastridge coming the other way. Dorzik on a hard back check trying to get to the puck. Dorzik's going to get to it. Brelgi picks it up, taken away from Brelgi. Shot in the corner. Now Keach flips it to Allman. Allman with a backhander to get it into the zone. Takes a hit. At the same time, now number 8 reverses. Now Allman going to put pressure. Can't find it. Dorzik got a piece of it. It slowed up the progression. Now Allman back on the forecheck by himself. And out to neutral ice, number 10. Matson got a piece of it, allows Allman to get in there. Allman breaks it up, and then Matson steals it, throws it into the zone. Goalie holds it up for his defenseman. Matson putting pressure. That's going to come out to neutral ice where Schmidt's going to pick it up. He's going to wait for Matson, waits for Matson, steps in, looking for a shot. Off angle shot, save made, goalie. And now Eastridge coming the other way. They're going to call offside, or I should say icing. Their shot totals are a little off mine, but whatever. I'll go with theirs, the official. And Eastridge trying to get a quick shot off the face-off. Nothing doing. Now Schmidt with it. Backhands along the boards. 9 there with a shot. Brecky puts it to the glass. Schmidt clears along the boards for Cox. Cox dishes it off. Someone's got to go to it. And back into the Scarlet Zone. Bockel over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Tosh. Tosh through traffic into the zone. Looking to turn. Can't quite get turned. He's going to go all the way around. Got Schmidt and Bockel. He's going to wrist it through traffic and went high and wide. And now Bockel doing a good job holding. It's going to get out into neutral ice. Eastern's coming the other way with numbers. Well, one of them peeled off. Oh, looking for a weak side. And Brecky with a nice slide to break that up. And now Tosh poking at it in the corner. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett trying to get it clear. Going to go right into the slot and bouncing around. Cox with a nice block. And doing some grabbing, some holding. 5 looking for a lane, gets it through. And I think that made it through to Brecky's stick. Now 5 over to the far point for a shot, blocked by Bockel. And now sent around to the point, near point number 5. Drops it down low around the boards. And Bockel trying to get to it. Cox out to the point. And a good slide by Enter as he makes his way to the bench. As the boys needed the line change, that was a long shift for them. You could tell they were tired. And now Keach gets turned and then taken out. He's going to draw a penalty on that one. So Scarlets will go on a power play to get things started. Number 2 is going to go for 2 minutes for a trip. Puck goes into the corner. Enter's got it. He's got Allman on the far side for him. Allman picks it up, drops it down low for Keach on the other side. Keach looking for a lane. Can't find anybody. Tried to get out to the point, but fanned on it, which allows Easters to come the other way with numbers. And now Reddy's going to go in the box. So there goes that power play. As now Jaden will go 2 minutes for obstruction, in my guess. Yep. So Jaden will be in the box. We'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 40. And then we'll have a 20-second penalty kill. Oopsie. Oh, good move. And Brecky covers and that comes off. Now Bockel with it. Bockel sends it over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Dorzik. Dorzik has to circle back and tried to feed it out to Tosh, and Tosh wasn't there. Now Bockel with it. And Bockel mishandles the puck. This is a little uncharacteristic of our Scarlets. Now Schmidt leaves it for Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get speed up, and puck taken away from him. And they're going to come the other way. They got numbers, 2-on-1. Shot block. Brecky. Now Barrett with it. Barrett clears. and picks up the puck. He's going to be able to skate it into neutral ice. Ooh, round one. Can't get around the second one. And Eastridge is going to regroup and center ice. Bring it in. 7 behind the net. Still with it. Circles around. Oh, right there is that's Ricky Enter. Ricky, one-on-one, takes a shot off the skate of the player and almost trickled in. Now finds Barrett. Barrett mishandles it at the point and then takes his man down. No call. And now Schmidt and Dorzik. Dorzik tries to get turned. And there's a high stick. Schmidt with a ripper. Blocker save. Sent to the corner. Now Dorzik trying to get to it. And both teams back to full strength. Shot, glove grab, while Allman is right behind the goalie in the crease as he was pushed in there by a Raptor. 3:44 left in the first period. And out to neutral ice. Keach picks it up, grabs it, brings it back into the zone. Allman there trying to get in front of it. Raptors get it. Out to neutral ice. Bockel putting pressure. Dorzik is there to pick up the puck. Throws it around the boards for Keach. Keach tried to dish it for Allman behind him, but Dorzik picks it up, gets it into the zone. Dorzik trying to get through on the boards is pinched off. And it goes all the way around. 28 with a nice little give and go. 22 bringing in with speed. Shot, glove, grab. Brecky. And I misplaced my clock. So let's get that back down to 3:02, where it belongs. Okay, Tosh on the faceoff circle. He's got Enter and Cox with him, along with, looks like Brelgy and Reddy. And quick shot blocked by, I think that was Cox. Taken away from Reddy, thrown back into the zone. Now Brelgy along the boards takes a hit. And now Reddy gets him off the puck, goes into the slot, and on the rebound finds the net. And the Raptors take a 1-0 lead. With 2:46 left in the first period. Eastridge trying to come the other way. Dorzik picks it up, throws it in. Allman's going to go after it. And now Keach putting pressure. Allman trying to get in front of the lanes. And Eastridge and Brecky puts it up into the netting. So Scarlett will be on the road again on Thursday, where they will head to New Prague for the matchup against the New Prague Trojans. That'll be Thursday. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back here again in Cottage Grove, playing Cottage Grove next Tuesday. Here at the same arena, different team. And now Brody's going to wind up going in the box at 2:07. So Brody will go 2 minutes for holding, tripping, something. Oh, they even put the spotlight on him. Look at that. They even put the spotlight on him. Awfully nice of them. I don't think they had a spotlight on their guy when he was in there. This is the royal treatment that Brody gets. All right, so we're back in action here on a penalty kill. Almost makes it in off a deflection. And then puck that was going to be cleared hit Allman and didn't get out of the zone. So they'll try again off the glass. Can't get it past the point. And now Bockel's going to try the other way. And nothing doing. Allman off the boards and all the way down. Finally gets it cleared. And now Allman will go up on the forecheck. See if he can slow up their advance. Now Eastridge coming in. Shot. Save. Cover. Well, one of the B's. That'd be Brecky. Sorry. And he's going to warn those boys on that circle all day. And he's going to start bumping them. Well, maybe he'll keep control. The boys creep too much on that circle. They can whistle it and then make the centers switch. And if they do it often enough, they can actually call a bench minor. Eastridge, number 4, bringing it into the zone. Tries to get around. And it was good positioning by Schmidt. I've never seen that move before, but it was very effective. And now Bockel tried to pull the trigger on it and waited a little too long to do it. And now Eastridge coming back with numbers, 3-on-2, and a good block by Schmidt on that. Now Eastridge back out to the near point, far point now, looking for an angle from the dot. Fanned on the shot. Schmidt was there to kick it out of there. Now Dorzik's got it. Dorzik trying to get it around the guys and lost it. Now Eastridge coming back into the zone, number 21 with it at the point. Gets around enter, looking for something. And from the circle, shot goes wide and into the near corner. 13 seconds left. 21 looking for a shot. Out to the top of the circle, shot. And Relgi with the save. Bacco gives a shot to the back of one of the players and then helps him up after he knocks him down. I don't know if we call that, well, we call it sportsmanship. I don't know if it's good or bad or what, but we got 6 seconds left. And oh, great save by Brecky. And that takes us to the end. He had a good look there, and Brecky, full spread, makes the save to keep that in, keep that out of the back of the net with less than a second left on the clock. So that'll take us to our first intermission. We'll put 13 minutes up on the clock, and then we'll see you guys back here momentarily. You're in dark. Let's turn it this way. Let's see if we can get you. There you are. We have a guest appearance as Isaac's sister made her trek all the way from Eau Claire. We're going to take a pause here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back here in about 13 minutes. All right, folks, we're back. We're waiting. Apparently, their Zamboni is extra fast. Gets the ice done well before they just let it set up. The ice looks pretty good. A couple spots that need to set up a little bit, but referees are waiting. Looks like we got about 2.5 minutes left on the clock that's on the board. We'll see if they go that long. So if you're just tuning in, what we've got coming up is on Thursday, we will travel to New Prague for a 7 o'clock game. And then from there on Tuesday, the 23rd, we will come back up here to Cottage Grove, where we will be skating against the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be this arena. It'll be this arena, but it won't be this sheet of ice. There's another sheet of ice that we walked by on our way in that's what we'll be on. A little bit nicer than this one. So pretty nice complex that's up here. So that'll be Tuesday. And then kids' last day of school is that Tuesday. Wednesday is Christmas Eve. And then I believe on the 28th, the 29th, we head up to Duluth for the Heritage Holiday Classic, where the boys will play in that tournament. And I'll be broadcasting all of those games from Duluth. And then I put in our schedule I put the rest of the regular season games in. So after break, we'll be hosting Austin on the 6th, and that will start us off on the new year 2026 school year. Here come your Scarlets back on the ice. We'll get them warmed up, let them check their edges. They usually warm up on the side of the ice that you're going to be playing on, but apparently the Raptors don't like to do that between periods. So Scarlets will take the ice they can to get warmed up, and that's where we will get things going here shortly. Okay, get a little bit of a powwow going here. Looks like the Raptors are ready to go. Scarlets are getting ready. Looks like Dorset's going to take the face off for the Scarlets. And we're underway. He's got Allman with him. And Keach as well. Keach with the puck. Gets it into the zone. Two Raptors all over him. And now Dorset, Keach, and Allman trying to hold it in. Schmidt tried to hold it in. Couldn't get it past their winger. And Grady back with it. Brings it in. Dishes it out wide for Keach. Keach down low behind the net. Trying to get it to somebody. Dorzik. Allman down to Dorzik. Back to Allman. Allman out to the point for Bacco. Bacco over to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for a quick angle and deflected off of number 9 and into the zone. And now Raptors looking for a breakout. Number 3 throws it to neutral ice. Schmidt is there, and he's going to call that a high stick. And Raptors were off to the races on a breakaway, so good thing that was called. So that'll take it back into the Raptor zone for a puck drop. And now ready on D. Blocker save by Brecky. And puck goes all the way around. Now Dorzik or Cox takes a hit. And Raptors send it back into the Scarlet zone. Now ready. Reverses for Brelgy. Raptors there to pick it up. Brelgy stands him up. And now Cox. using his skate blade as a defense mechanism. Ready all the way around, tried to find Enter. Enter couldn't get it. Puck still loose in the corner. Enter goes after it, taken down, but gets it to Tosh. Tosh around one player, going to get it in a neutral ice. Tosh gets it deep. Funny bounce off the boards, and it goes right to the crease. Cox couldn't find it in the crease. It was elevated. And little mishap there in front of the Scarlet bench. And now Barrett off the glass in a neutral ice. Oh, good layout by Rewitzer. Rewitzer back after concussion protocol, back on the roster and on the bench. First shift back. Good to see him out there. And a good poke check by, I want to say that's Starkey. And Brecky with a grab off of a redirect, deflection. And Barrett there to tell 20 to get away from this goalie. 26, maybe. That's 26. And my gosh, my clock is way off. We're at 14:36. And now Allman with it. Allman fanned on it, hit it with his skate, but it still goes back to Eastridge. Eastridge's going to bring it into the zone. 22 with a shot, and Brecky's going to send that into the netting. Shots are pretty lopsided in favor of Eastridge, 23-3. Charlottes are yet to get a shot here in this second period so far. Need to generate some offense. Boys are looking a little flat. We can get something going here, maybe pick up the tempo a little bit. Now Bacco battling for it. Now Allman down low. Allman taken down. He's going to get a delayed penalty. And 14:05, they're going to send number 14 into the box for 2 minutes on, I don't know if they call it obstruction or whatever they're tripping, holding, call it whatever you want. Isaac was tackled at center ice. Going to get the penalty, so the Charlottes go on a power play. Let's see if we can get a goal here. Dorzik on the face-off. He's got Cox, Schmidt, Tosh, and Bacco out there. And now Cox down low trying to get control. Now Dorzik down low, out to the point. Over to Schmidt in the near point, down low, trying to find Bacco. And puck goes around the far boards. Tosh is there to pick it up down low. Tosh looking for an angle. Nothing open. He's going to move the puck. Sends it over to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an angle. Nothing there. Back over to Tosh. Now back to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an angle. Stick deflection into the netting. And we'll get a new fresh set of legs, maybe. Nope. We're going to keep the same legs out there. Dorzik, Cox, Schmidt, Tosh, and Bacco. Down low. Eastridge sent it around. Schmidt holds. Schmidt brings it out, looking for an angle. Feeds it over, nobody there. And Eastridge is able to clear on a breakaway. And Brecky can't hold him off. And just like that, they get a shorty to make it 2-0. Not necessarily what we like to see on power plays. A good look by Eastridge, though. And a player in the far corner holding on to the puck and saw a player open and available and dished it perfectly to center ice. Hit him right on the stick and off the races he went. And now ready with it, ready. Try to bring it up, gets it into the zone. And That's enter out there, and they're going to be able to clear all the way down. So enter Keach and Allman out there with Bockel and ready. Oh, goodness. Ready throws it to the far corner. Allman trying to get to it. Allman's going to get to it. Puts on the brakes, ties his man up. Out to the point for Ready. Ready, looking for a lane. Nothing there. Now Bockel looking for a lane. Back to Ready. Down low to Keach. Keach looking for something. Down and get a shot. He had Keach on the backside. Ready on a pinch. And now they got numbers coming the other way. 2-on-1. And they're going to call offside. All right, offside there. 3 seconds left on the Raptor penalty. Now Madsen on the face-off. Got Grassman with them and Starkey. And Barrett and Rewitzer on D. They're going to bump Madsen out of the circle. That'll put Starkey in on the face-off. And that's going to go to the Scarlets. And good move by Rewitzer to get it into the zone. Rewitzer on the forecheck with Grassman. And Barrett there to hold. And Eastridge able to clear. Good kick by Rewitzer trying to get in. They're offside. So they checked up. A good move on their part. Now Rewitzer gets to Starkey. Starkey deflects. Goalie holds it up. Madsen bodies his man. Eastridge on the breakout. Rewitzer. Oh, big hit by Rewitzer on number 4. Number 4 hitting 4, and then 4 gives a big hit to Starkey. And referee's going to say, number 4, you're going to go sit for a bit. I don't know if the Eastridge fans are going to like that one very much because it was away from the play. He skated over to make the hit, so I could see it. Number 4 is going to sit for 2. And Scarlets go back on a power play. Dorzik on the face-off. He's got Keach and Allman with him. Allman down to Dorzik. Dorzik circles back, looking for an open lane. Down to Allman. Allman looking for a lane, finds Schmidt. Blue line, skates down, looking for a deflection. Oh, the puck went right through the slot. No one could find it. Even the goalie couldn't find it. And an Eastridge player shoots that thing out of the crease, so no goal. But man, was that close. Now Tosh with it. Tosh splits Dorzik and Cox and goes the other way. Now Bockel gets it into the zone, finds Dorzik. Dorzik dumps it in. And Eastridge is able to clear on net. And now Schmidt trying to set things up. Schmidt over to Tosh. Tosh trying to get through. He's taken down. No call. Should have been a trip or a hook, one or the other. Now Dorzik down low. Dorzik leaves it for Bockel. That was not a good play. Bockel was tied up. And now Dorzik brings it in offside because Cox wasn't checked up. Okay, we'll try that face off right here. Each on the face off, he's got Enter and Allman with him. And Schmidt gets it into the zone. Enter going after it, as is Keach. Keach hits his man. Allman pokes it back in. And now Keach is going to go in the box. That was a weak call, but it was a call nonetheless. So Keach is going to go for boarding, 2 minutes. Dorzik on the face-off gets it to Ready. Ready circles back. And Ready looking for a breakout pass. A 4-on-4 for 17 seconds. Oh, Relgi with a bad pass there right into traffic. A 21 battling for it. And Dorzik gets it. It's going to get it loose. Dorzik into the zone. Over to Tosh, and Tosh just behind his stick. Couldn't get a stick on it. Tosh kicks it to himself. It's tied up. Dorzik was going the other way on it. So Eastridge with it now. Eastridge, now they're on a power play. And the Scarlets are on a kill. Tosh, Dorzik, Relgi, and Ready out on the kill. Puck goes all the way around the boards to the far side. Drop down low for number 2. Out to the point. Number 19 with it. 19 skates it down, leaves it for 8 at the point. Skates it in, looking for a backdoor shot. Pass was right on his stick, too. Not sure how 2 missed that. Relgi with a partial block. Shot is blocked. Deflected up off the glass. Now back out to number 8. Shot. Looking for number 2 on the back door. And Brecky's there to cover. And Eastridge back with it, down low. Skating it in. And Brecky's there, has to cover. Eastridge back with it. Number 8, high slot shot. And Brecky's there to glove and cover. Out to the point, Allman gets it, tries to get it loose. And Eastridge back into the zone. 15 seconds left. Allman trying to clog up passing lanes. Trying to get it in front of number 8. Finds number 2 on the back door. Nobody there. Back out to the point for number 8. Looking for number 2. Allman got a piece of it out in a neutral ice. And Eastridge is going to have to check back up. And that concludes their power play. And now Barrett throws it around the boards, trying to feed it to Keach. And 27 with a quick shot around Keach. Finds Brecky's chest. We'll go back into the Scarlet zone for another puck drop with 7:27 left, second period. Score 2-0 in favor of the Raptors. Tosh on the face-off. Raptors win it out to the point 14. Looking for a shot right in the slot. Was a Raptor available, just couldn't pull the trigger on it. Now, nice dish by Enter to Tosh. Tosh gets it in. Cox barely onside. Gets it into the zone. Cox trying to get turned. Raptors are all over him, but he's able to get it in the zone. Now Tosh going after it. And Enter picks it up out to the point for Buckle. Buckle through traffic. Doesn't make it through. And now Raptors coming the other way. 4-on-2. And broken up by Schmidt. And now Buckle sends it over. No, Reddy sends it over. Nope. Sorry. Enter sends it over to Cox. And the Raptors intercept and bring it back into the Scarlet zone. Now, Cox was leaving it for Tosh. Tosh wasn't aware of the plan. Now, Brody almost got a back door. Couldn't get it quite turned enough. And now Tosh down in the corner gets bodied. Gets it out to Bockel. Bockel back to Starkey. Starkey down low for Bockel. Bockel, oh, through the crease. Nobody home. Grady sends it around for Brooks. Brooks trying to find Starkey. And on number 4, off to the races. Oh my gosh, beautiful defensive move by Brooks Bockel to save that breakaway. And all Brooks on that one. That was some really good defensive moves by Bockel to break up that breakaway. Let me stop my clock here. We're at 4:50, 5:52. So shots are 30-4. Everything looks good there. And Reddy throws it around for Brelgy. Brelgy trying to get to it. Number 3's there. And now Matson tried to feed it to Starkey. And Eastridge back in on the press. And I can't see. No, that was a beautiful goal. Goodness gracious. I didn't have the camera turned all the way, but that was a beautiful goal. Pass was made through the slot to the weak side, and he was there just waiting for it and just slapped one in past Brecky. That was a pretty goal. Not much Brecky can do on those. But they put number 11 up on the board. We don't even have a number 11. All right. So we have Dorzik, Keach, and Allman out there. Schmidt with a quick wrister and a quick grab by the goalie on a wrister. Good look by Schmidt. Maybe just mix things up a little bit and try to get some shots on net. Can't score if you don't shoot. Oh, Grassman is 11. Grassman is 11. I didn't even see Grassman out there, but that's who the penalty was on. And they're going to boot Eastridge out of the circle. And now Dorzik wins it back to Bockel. Bockel with a shot, looking for a deflection. And now Allman feeds it down for Dorzik. Dorzik not there. Going to go around the boards. Keach trying to get to it. Keach still with it. Keach still with it. Keach still not with it. Keach still with it. And now Dorzik with it. Oh, he's got Allman there in the slot. Allman moves away from the slot now. Eastridge coming the other way. Dorzik picks it up. Does a quick reverse. Got a little bit of space. Found space to skate. Dorzik in the zone. And shot blocked. He's taken down. And now Keach and Dorzik fighting for it. And quick move to get around Bockel. Allman there on the back check to break it up. Allman picks it up, takes a hit. No call there. That could have been interference. Nothing there. And that'll go all the way down for an ice. And around the board, Rivas are trying to hold, can't. 25 and 24 off to the races. Barrett there, as is Rewitzer. Tosh gets back. And now Tosh battling for it, as is Barrett. Over to 19 in the near point. Deflected out by Barrett. And Rewitzer trying to clear. And Cox got a piece of it, got it into neutral ice. 19's going to throw it in. And Barrett skates it out. Oh, got a little too far in front of him and he lost possession. And now Rewitzer and Tosh exchange the puck. Now Barrett with it. Barrett looking for someone to pass to and finds Eastridge. He's going to try it again. Finds Cox. Cox gets it into the zone and goes for a line change. Rewitzer. Nope, sorry, that was Enter coming in hot. And now Tosh. Tosh trying to get it turned. Still trying to get it turned. Barrett does a good job of holding the zone. Gets it down. Eastridge number 5 picks it up. Going to skate it out to neutral ice. 21 trying to get around Barrett. Rewitzer says no. Now Tosh coming the other way. Tosh got Grassman with him. Tosh shot goes just wide. And now Tosh able to hold the zone. Gets to take it off the puck. Now Starkey going after it. Starkey and Grassman down low. Puck comes out. Matson got a piece of it. And, oh, good hold. Barrett got it in front of that enough to break it up. And now 2 coming into the zone. Out to the point, number 7. Shot down low from the dot. Shot off the post and out. Number 21 now down low with it. We're down to 1:30 in the period. Matson battling behind the net with Barrett. Matson takes a shot to the head. No penalty. Grassman clears all the way down for an icing. We'll go back into the Scarlet Zone with 1:22 left in the second period. Eastridge up 3-0. That's soccer lingo. 3-0. Dorzik got it to the corner. Backel picks it up in the corner. Backel still with it. Reverses over to Schmidt. Schmidt up to Allman. Allman off the boards into the zone. He's going to say no ice on it. And now puck gets sent down. It should be an ice. That'll be an ice with 58 seconds left. We'll take it back into the Raptor zone for a puck drop. And now Keach Allman. Allman with it. Now down low. Allman right through the crease. Trying to find, there are 2 guys in the slot. No one could find the puck. I can't find the words. It's a struggle. Allman doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone. And now Dorzik with a little backhander to Allman in the corner. Allman out to the point for Backel. Backel banned on a shot. Shot goes right to the belly. And Schmidt can't hold, so he's got to wait for the boys to check up. And they do. Dorzik still with it. He's got Allman in this right in the edge of the crease. And that's going to go all the way down. They're going to say tip, no ice. 13 seconds. Brecky's forced to play it. And now Schmidt gets around 2 guys into neutral ice. He's got space to skate. Schmidt with a shot, glove grab with 1 second left on the clock. Actually, 0.6 seconds to be accurate. We'll get a quick puck drop to end the second period. Score is 3-0 in favor of Eastridge Raptors. And Tosh on the faceoff. Referee trying to get everybody squared away. And that will take us to the end of the second period. Score 3-0. We'll take a little breather here. and we'll see you back here in about 13 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It is the start of the third period. We're set to go, as are the boys. I hope we'll see if we can get a little better period out of them than we saw in the first and second periods. And into the Raptor zone. Allman feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik, Allman battling for it. Allman lost it in his skate. They got tripped up, but no call there. And the Raptors coming back in the other way. Shot goes off of Brecky and off Engel. Now number 2 from the blue line. Deflected off the glass. Dorzik battling for it. Dorzik in a neutral ice, trying to find Allman. Allman still battling for it. No luck. And Eastridge back into the zone. Now Schmidt bodies his man off the puck. They look sluggish. I don't know why, but they look sluggish. And now 24, 21 puts the brakes on, and Schmidt's able to clear it to neutral ice. Well, or Dorzik is able to ice, and then we'll get a puck drop back in the Scarlet zone. Will allow for a line change. Go a little deeper into the zone. Give that a look. Feathered with a shot to the back door. Had an angle, didn't take it. Now enter from behind the net. Looking for space. Feeds it over to Brelji. Brelji gets it into the zone, but not before an icing call. So we'll go back into the Scarlet zone for another puck drop. That's on goal, 32-7. So I think respectively, 3 shots on net the first period, 4 shots on net the second period, for a total of 7 shots. Let's see if the Scarlets can find a groove in the third period. Get some offensive action going here. And Cox got an edge of it. And Cox trying to get it out of the zone. Puck goes wide into the near corner. And now Starkey taking off the puck, but he gets it into the zone for Tosh. Tosh trying to find Cox in the slot. Nothing doing. Tosh looking for an angle. Dishes it down. And now Barrett gets it down low. And Starkey trying to get to it. It just looks to me as if they don't have the energy to get to the puck as fast as they have in the games leading up to this game. They're just kind of slow getting to it. I'm not sure what that is, but that's just my impression of what I'm seeing from behind the lens. Looks like Matson on the face-off. We've got Starkey and Grassman with him. Barrett and Riewitzer on D. And just out of the reach of the Raptor coming in on that far side. And now Matson battling down low. And now Riewitzer and Matson battling. Puck goes through the slot, nobody home. Starkey got a piece of it, but not enough to clear. Now 5 battling for it. Gets it to neutral ice, but the Raptors are there to pick it up. 14 now with it. Matson giving chase. Raptors get it in. It goes off of the toe of Grassman. And Grassman got a piece of it, and that's going to go. And Keach almost picked that up. Almost found Matson in the slot, but puck was behind him and had to spin to try to get it. Now Allman trying to get a shot off. Can't find the puck to get a shot. Eastridge all over the sticks. Isaac can't find even a split second to get his stick down to get a shot off while he's in the slot. And the Raptors coming the other way. Out to the point. Number 8. Shot through traffic. Keach And that'll give us a stoppage with 13-18. That back up. So Dorzik on the face-off now. Gets it to the boards for Schmidt. Grady gonna skate it. Got space. Feeds it to Dorzik. Hits him behind. Dorzik has to scramble a bit to get it. Gets it in, and now Eastrid's coming the other way with it. Number 11 trying to get around. Allman does. Looking for a shot. Leaves it for 21. And Dorzik on the back check gets his boy off the puck. And now Schmidt to the slot. Bockel picks it up in the slot. Off the glass into neutral ice. Trying to find Allman. Allman trying to get around it. And does. Allman behind the net. Trying to work it. And now, oh, Tosh almost with a redirect from the weak side. And couldn't find it. Now Reddy with a shot. Blocked. Four. Still got it. Where does he have it? No one knows. Brelger with a nice poke check. And Tosh trying to get in front of 11. 11 gets around Cox. Gets around Brelgy. Puck goes wide. And now Rutzer gets it out to Enter. Enter for Cox. Brody gets to it at the end line. Trying to get around. Open things up. And now from the point. Oh. And I don't know how Grady kept that in, but it's almost as if they're moving in slow motion on some of these plays. And now Reddy leaves it for Tosh. Out in front of Tosh. Allows Eastridge to get the puck into the zone. 25. Gets around Starkey. And a great sliding save made by Brecky. And now Matson on the faceoff. Have to get to the corner for Bockel. Bockel leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt around for Starkey. Starkey. Madsen. Madsen to Hattelstead. Hattelstead trying to get in front of it. And does. Dane trying to feed it out to the slot. Starkey there. Now Hattelstead. Oh, right through the crease. And good. Schmidt was doing a good job of holding and waiting for a screen to open up before he took that shot. Goalie saw it coming and made the pad save. Bockel and Brecky is able to hold. All right, now we've got Dorzik on the face-off. Got Keach and Allman with him, along with Bockel and Rewitzer. Dorzik gets it out, goes back into the Scarlet zone. Barrett with a pass to Keach, and number 3 breaks that up and allows Eastridge back into the Scarlet zone. Now Barrett with it. Barrett's got space. Gonna dish it over to Rewitzer, just out of the reach of Rewitzer. Rewitzer battles and loses the battle to number 9. Number 9 coming back in, and Brecky with a glove grab. I'd like to see the Scarlets get something on the board here. And now Ready, down low, gets it to Tosh. Tosh gets it to Cox. Cox dishes it to Tosh. Tosh with speed coming in. Can he get turned? Comes all the way around for Brelgy. Brelgy fans on a shot. Brelgy down low for Tosh. Tosh circles around. Finds his man out to the point for Brelgy. Brelgy down low. Back to the point for Tosh. Tosh looking for a lane. Nothing there. Ready through traffic. Looking for a deflection. Cox was in the slot but couldn't pull the trigger as Eastridge was there. Nice toe drag by Eastridge number 3. Lost his stick on the way. And they're going to, is that a delayed penalty? Must be on a slash maybe. Yep. Tosh is going to go in the box for slashing. So Jacoby will go in the box for 2 minutes and we'll get our penalty kill unit out there. So penalty kill unit looks like it's going to be Keach on the faceoff circle. He's got Backel, Allman, and Schmidt out there with him on the kill. And Eastridge wins it out to the blue line. And errant pass goes out to neutral ice. Allman trying to slow up their progression. 13 on the blue line gets it into the zone. Holds it. Allman gets it cleared finally after some teamwork between Keach and Schmidt. And now Eastridge setting up their power play. Keach gives a little jab, another jab to number 4. Number 4, high slot shot. Saved. Brecky. Keach clears. And Eastridge setting it back up. Allman on delay. Eastridge into the zone. And Backel there. I'm not even sure Backel even knew that he deflected that with his skate, but he clears this one to get it down with 48 seconds left. Eastridge sets up, enter, trying to slow things up. And now Cox trying to get in front of things. And Backel got a stick on it. Eastridge still with it down low. Now Schmidt trying to get turned with it. Eastridge picks it up, shot, saved, and then cleared by Reddy all the way down to the Eastridge goalie with 20 seconds left on the penalty to Tosh. Now enter. Disrupting. Now Cox disrupting. Reddy retreats. And penalty kill's over for the Scarlets. Back to full strength, full team. Right to the slot. Nobody there. Well, 17 was there, but he couldn't find the puck, even though the puck hit his stick. Now, ready? Nope, not ready. Sorry, that's Schmidt. And Cox. Now, ready. Oh, shoot. Ready. Mishandled. We got a breakaway. And shot, save. And Starkey feeds it to Tosh. Tosh back into this Raptor zone. Tosh down low, leads it for Starkey. Starkey with a shot. Schmidt was blocking the goalie, but no one could find the puck to get it on net. Now Rewitzer with a nice poke. Rewitzer gets it into the zone, gets by one defenseman, slides it through the slot, nobody home. And Brelgy couldn't get there. Brelgy throws it in. The boys have to check up. And now they'll go on the forecheck. Matson putting pressure, as was Starkey. 24 gets it into the zone. Brelgy with pressure right off the edge of the net. Oh, that's a high stick. No call. And now Matson battling. And 10 leaves it for 5. Takes a wide shot. Goes to the corner. And now Brelgy, Rewitzer. Rewitzer with a dive save to prevent the pass. 5 from the point through traffic, wide to the left. And shot rough angle. Brecky's there. Puck along the far boards. Kept in. The boys need a line change. They need to ice this thing. Out to the point, number 5. Circles around. Dot, point blank up into the netting. 41-8 are shots on goal. Met with it. Met. Oh, tried to find Dorzik. Allman with a spin shot. Nothing on it. Allman now trying to get in front of it again. Eastridge with possession number 21. Oh, nice poke check by Dorzik there. And Keach gets to it. Keach keeps it in. Allman trying to get over to the corner to get to it. Allman gets there, allows Dorzik to pick up the puck. Dorzik trying to get Allman down low, turned it over. Eastridge coming the other way. Number 21 into the zone. Stood up by Bockel. Number 2 picks it up. Taken down. That should be a penalty. Yep. So Bockel's going to go in for 2 minutes now. Stop the clock at 4:40. And then we'll put Bockel in the box for 2 minutes. Oh, no, they put Dorzik in there. Sorry. Dorzik in there. Sorry about that. Dorzik goes for tripping. Thought that was Bockel, but that shot goes high and wide. Number 8 from the top of the circle, top of the blue line. All right. Enter tried to throw it deep, and Eastridge was there to pick it up and keep it from going deep. And now Reddy dancing with number 11. Reddy lost his stick. Didn't get your stick. There you go. Oh, shoot. Where's the stick? Did your stick? LG. Get it, Jaden. There we go. Jaden's got his stick back. And Brecky with a hold. Now Mattson on the face-off. Gonna boot them both. Yeah, so those boys have been warned. Puck's gonna come out to neutral ice. A good draw for the Scarlets. And now Starkey trying to get in front of things. Out. Looking for a redirect. And now Starkey's going to be able to get it deep. Mattson and Starkey. The front 2. Schmidt and Bockel, the back 2. Number 4 gets it in deep. Mattson goes after it behind the net. Mattson. Now back out to the point for the Raptors. Top of the circle. Leaves it. Top of the circle. Top, high slot shot. Glove grab. Brecky. Enter on the face-off. Got Cox with him. Schmidt. And Bockel. Puck's still loose. And Tosh gets it out, gets it to neutral ice. Tosh still battling, taken away by number 5. Schmidt is there to pick it up. Grady's going to take it in, takes a shot to the belly of the goalie, and he's going to glove that one. Shots on goal, 46-9. Raptors coming back into neutral ice. Shot goes into the bench. So we'll get a face-off in neutral ice with 2:04 left. Dorzik on the face-off gets it back to Rewitzer. Rewitzer to Barrett. Barrett to Allman. Allman trying to get it through into the slot. Nothing doing. Peach gets it turned to Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it along the boards, and Eastridge's able to get it to neutral ice. Now Barrett trying to get in front of their player. Nice back check by Rewitzer. Man taken down. That's going to be Allman going in the box. The minute 38. We're on delayed penalty here. Charlottes need to touch up. And Dorzik trying to. Eastridge still with the puck. And that's going to go up into the bench. So then 124 was going in the box. Yep, it's Allman. Isaac shaking his head like, who, me? So Allman to go in the box. Minute 24 left in the game, down by 3. Not a very good game for the Scarlets tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can play a little bit better when we host New Prague on Thursday. So Scarlets back on the kill. They clear. Baco clears, I should say. Off the post. And they're gonna whistle that one dead, apparently. Oh, number 4 interference. Oh, okay, so we'll be 4-on-4. Well, that's better. Better than a penalty kill. So 1 minute left. We'll get it 4-on-4 for the last minute. Let's see how the Scarlets do here. See if we can get ourselves a goal. Shot. You gotta take the shot, boys. Take the shot. Yeah, that was a good save. Another shot, another shot, another shot. Puck's still loose. And Baco in the fray. Gonna send 14 out of there. Oh, he's gonna take Grady too. Oh, great. 14 and 12 are gonna go for incidentals. I'm not putting that up on. Oops, I gotta stop my clock. 46 seconds. Okay, well, they're talking things through. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but we got 3 boys in there. Oh, Brooks goes in too. So Brooks, Grady, and Isaac in the box. Can I get a zoom in? I don't think I can zoom far enough in, but can you see there? Yeah, no, not really. Anyway, the 3 boys are in the box. Tosh on the face-off. We're gonna skate 4-on-3. Shot goes wide and around the boards. Number 11 holds. Band on a shot. And Cox couldn't clear. And now Reddy trying to clear. Reddy can't get it cleared. Down to 14 seconds. Shot point blank up into the netting with 10 seconds left. Out to the point. 11 from the top of the circle. Glove grab. 6 seconds left. Levin with another look. And Brecky with another save. And that'll take us to the end of regulation. Eastridge 3, Scarlets 0. Not the best game for the Scarlets, but you know what? We got another game on Thursday. We'll give them a try one more time on Thursday in New Prague. Puck drops 7 o'clock. We'll be broadcasting that one. So until this next game, keep sharp, stay fit, and make good decisions.